Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? How you doing? It's time again for another knife of the day. This is the series where I go through my collection, all 5 Pelican cases. People ask me, there are 4 1550 Pelican cases and one 1600. They are packed full of knives, probably 2 packed. We're going through one knife at a time, one day at a time. We started with the Spyderco knives 200 knives ago. Actually, 200 videos ago. A lot more than 200 knives because sometimes I do them in bunches. But today, we're continuing the Spyderco knives. I'm thinking a month or two we'll be done with Spyderco. We'll move on to Chris Reeve and Browse blades and all the other knives that I have. Today, the knife of the day is the ParaMilitary 2. It's a sprint run from Spyderco. It's with CRU-WEAR. We're seeing Spyderco upgrade a lot of their knives to CRU-WEAR lately. I'm recording this in October 2017. And you'll see, check out the playlist, all 200 of the knives are on there. You'll see a Para 3 CRU-WEAR, military CRU-WEAR, a bunch of CRU-WEAR knives, Mannix, whole bunch of knives in CRU-WEAR. This is the famous ParaMilitary 2. People can argue it, but most people agree. If they like Spyderco knives, this is one of the best EDC knives around. Just a nice size. The blade, again, CRU-WEAR. What people have been saying and how people describe CRU-WEAR is that it's a real souped up D2. Real souped up D2. I spend a lot of time with D2 because I'm a big Browse blades fan and Jason Browse loves D2. It's a very tough steel. And it keeps an edge for a very long time. Those are the properties of that steel. So let's talk about the ParaMilitary 2. It has that classic elongated Spyderco leaf shape. It has the 50-50 choil. Of course, in this case, it has that wonderful CRU-WEAR on it, upgraded. When I say it's a sprint run, I see a lot of times in print people say Spyderco released in a sprint run 1,200 knives. I don't know where they find that number. So I always play it simple because everyone defines sprint run as far as numbers a little differently. Spyderco rarely talks about the number of knives in a sprint run. But I usually say it's around 1,000 knives released. It is a limited release. Give or take 200. See how I covered myself? Plus or minus 200. Sometimes it's minus because they have some problems with the production process every now and then. So this is a sprint run. It was released as a limited edition ParaMilitary 2 with CRU-WEAR. The blade 3.4 inches like all of the ParaMilitary 2s. 3.1 inch for the edge. The entire length 8.3 inches, and this particular one 3.9 ounces is what it weighs. And oh yeah, smooth as silk. Well, yeah, it hits and then it bounces back up. Just smooth. Let me just do it so it'll just fall. Just a real nice knife. Jimping leading up to the Spidey blade, jimping under the forward choil. It has gray G10. Just, it's grippy, but not too grippy. It's more on the less grippy than it is more grippy. For some reason, Spyderco uses gray G10 as sprint runs a lot. I don't know if it costs more to them or what, but a lot of my gray G10, same with green, a lot of my gray and green G10 knives are sprint runs from Spyderco. The handle is your classic ParaMilitary 2, that large that large linear hole liner. I'm sorry, you guys. You guys know what I mean. The rope you put through the hole. Some days, it's a Monday as I record this. My tongue just isn't working today. But that's for your lanyard, a large lanyard hole. I say, and people go, so what? It's a large lanyard hole. Well, the military, the ParaMilitary 2, and the Para 3 have large ones. A lot of Spydercos have small lanyard holes. Of course, the big thing that makes this a well, first let's talk about the clip. It's the regular medium clip, and it's left hand, right hand, tip up and tip down. But the big thing is the compression lock. Very strong lock. It is Spyderco's own invention, the compression lock. They are really using it on a lot of knives, not just ParaMilitary 2. And by the way, the ParaMilitary 2 was not the introduction of the compression lock. The compression lock has been a Spyderco lock for decades now. But, we remember it mostly for the ParaMilitary 2 because it's just a perfect thing for a perfect EDC knife. See-through construction, embedded liners. So this G10 handle has liners. They're embedded and they're skeletonized. That's how they get to that 3.9 ounces on a pretty big knife. It really works well in the hand. That's the special Spyderco ParaMilitary 2. I told you I have a lot of ParaMilitary 2s, a lot of militaries, a lot of Enduras and Delicas. Spyderco really spends a lot of time on variations of their knives. To improve them, that's when you get that big number. Not just ParaMilitary, but ParaMilitary 2 means it included a big... ParaMilitary 2 means it included a big upgrade to the knife. And then, of course, you get all of these variations like sprint runs and exclusives from different companies. There you have it. That's it. That's the Spyderco ParaMilitary 2. We have a couple more ParaMilitary 2 militaries to go through, but I'm going to branch them out a bit. Okay, we're going to do other knives, but we'll continue to do the different variations of these knives as well. A lot of people interested in ParaMilitary 2s and militaries. I'm also expecting some new variations on that Para 3. They've already done a bunch of them. I'm expecting a lot more. If you're enjoying the knife of the day, then don't forget to show your love with the thumb up. You guys have been just doing great with the thumbs up. That's why I want to get you new knives as soon as I get them. That's why I want to show you some love. So thank you very much. That just keeps me going. I know I'm going to keep going. Also, subscribe. That really helps me out. And turn on your notifications so that you don't miss. I did 2 new knives. One of the earlier YouTubers to do the 2 knives, and you guys have been showing it love. And if you didn't have your notifications on, you wouldn't even know I've done that. Don't forget there's a playlist. There's also over 750 other videos on the site, so you guys enjoy yourselves. Hey, take good care of yourself so you can take good care of your family and your friends and all of that stuff, okay? You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.